What up, guys? Alright, we're back. It's warming up a bit, but it's still snowy outside, so it still kind of sucks, but we're dealing with it. So we're back with Project Honda here, Project Single Slammer, the AKA the D16 Beast, whatever you want to know, the mean green bean thing. Anyways, went to the junkyard, scored some things for it and everything, so we're going to try to knock out a few things today, and then we're going to try to pull this out and power wash the engine bay while it's warm and above freezing. So, basically, rear wheel bearings. So the driver's side one is bad, the passenger side is fine, but we got some new ones. They're sitting right there. Alright, just some cheap Rock Auto bearings, nothing fancy, nothing special. We're gonna try to change those. Also scored some door panels from the junkyard. Not quite the same color, but I really don't care. I just cannot stand these broken door panels. And this window doesn't go down, so we got a regulator and a motor. Might try to change that. Also got a new cup holder, some new tail lights because I like the 99 tail lights better. Just a bunch of random stuff and everything. But really the real main goal right now is we're going to change these rear wheel bearings. Alright, so step one's going to be jack the car up, get it on jack stand, take the wheels off. All pretty simple. I'm just going to get it all set up and then we'll carry on from there. So stay tuned and yeah, we'll get this job done. Alright guys, so once you get your wheel off and everything, you pull the drum off, which is pretty easy. You just slide it right off. If for some reason your drum does not come off, if you look on the drum, you will see these two small holes, one there and there. They're threaded. You can stick a bolt in there and screw it in and it'll pull the drum off of the hub. But everything, you're going to have a dust cap that sits on there. You're just going to use a screwdriver and a hammer and gently tap it out and everything until you get it off of there. And then once you get that off, we got to remove this bolt, this nut. It's 36 or 32 millimeter. So we'll go ahead and get the impact and remove that bolt. Focus. Alright, so once we get the dust cap off everything, we'll take our 32 millimeter, we'll stick it on here, and we'll go ahead and remove the hub and everything. So we'll get that off there, and then we'll see what the next step is. Alright guys, so there's our new wheel bearing and hub installed. So don't forget, you got to torque your spindle nut to 134 foot-pounds. Don't forget the washer behind it that fits into the channel. But yeah, you just unbolt it, pull it off, put it on, bolt it back up, 134 foot-pounds. Make sure you torque it. That will prolong the life of your wheel bearings. And then pretty much the last step is just to put your drum back on. See if I can do this one-handed. So yeah, there you go. All set, completed, ready for the wheel to be put back on. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten up the other side and everything, and we will be done with the wheel bearings. So yeah, this is a pretty simple job. It's not very complicated, but yeah, that's just how you do it. You get it done, take it off, put it back on, torque it down. Easy breezy. A lot easier than pressing them out. I love these type of wheel bearings. Alright, I'm going to get the other side finished up, and then we'll see what else we get into. Alright guys, so now that we got the wheel bearing done and everything, I'm just moving on to tackling a few other little things. So another thing we scored at the junkyard today, along with the door panels and a few other random things, and I think I might have mentioned it, was taillights. So let me show you what we have and what we're changing to, because I prefer these over what I have, and I want to know what you think. So here are the 96 to 98 taillights. They're alright. They are what they are, red, yellow, whatever. And then here are the 99 2000 taillights. I like these a lot better. These are my favorite OEM taillights, so we're swapping to those from those. So yeah, let me know what you think. I'm going to go ahead and finish knocking out this side, and then we can move on to other things because I'm trying to get this stuff all done. Alright guys, there it is. Looking much better. I like it. So yeah, if you need some 96 to 98 taillights, they're in pretty decent shape. I think one's got a little crack in them. Either way, maybe like 15-20 bucks, whatever. Holler at me if you're in Ohio, in the Columbus area or something like that. I got some. But yeah, so that's a few things we're going to do. We're going to do the door panels and window and stuff like that another day. I need to go ahead and take advantage of this warm weather while I have some time and try to push the 240 out and power wash the engine bay so I can start getting ready for all the rust repair and everything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and get this car out of here, get the 240, because it's kind of just shoved up against everything because I needed to get this car in here so I could do the transmission and whatnot. But either way, I'm gonna get some stuff shoveled around and blah blah blah, make some crap happen and clean up a little bit, and then we're gonna get 240 out and try to power wash it. and see if we can't clean it up a little bit. So yeah, stay tuned. Alright guys, so here's the 240, everything pulled outside. It is just still cold, still wet, still crappy. Either way, we got work to do. So I went ahead and sprayed some degreaser inside the engine bay. It is, as you can see, just disgusting. And we're just like, got so much rust to fix here, there, everywhere. So we need to get this grease out of here so I can start cutting and prepping and fixing all this crap and everything like that. We finally got it above freezing day, so we are going to try to power wash this engine bay and clean it all up. So I'm not really going to be able to do much because it's cold, and I'm not trying to, you know, get my camera all wet and everything like that. So I'm just going to work on it a little bit, and I'll update you as I make progress cleaning this up. Alright guys, we're back. Guess what? After like 18 hours, I'm not even kidding, it took forever, I finally got somewhere with power washing the engine bay. Now I'm going to say you're going to be just as disappointed as I am. I mean, because really it doesn't even look like I did anything, but I went ham on this engine bay. I worked so hard. I scrubbed it, degreased it, just kept power washing, power washing, power washing. You know, honestly, maybe if I had a gas power washer a little stronger, it probably would have done a little bit more. But, I mean, it made an impact, and I can actually start working on it, but I was really hoping it would get a little cleaner. But I'm going to show you what it did. Hopefully, you know, you'll be at least somewhat happy with it, because I'm really not. But either way, I mean, the engine bay has got, it's not like we were power washing it and calling it a day. I was just trying to degrease the engine bay because it was filthy, gross, nasty, disgusting. And I can't sit there and grind up metal and cut stuff out with it just coated in oil and grease and everything. So I just wanted to degrease it so it would be easier when I go to start prepping things and cutting metal out and stuff to try to fix some of this rust. So let me flip the camera around and show you what we ended up with. Dun, 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 dun. Alright guys, so here she is. I mean, on camera, I mean, okay, I'll say yes, it made a big difference and everything like that. It actually uncovered so much nastiness, but yeah, I really tried hard to get this thing clean so I can start doing some rust repair, fabrication, just whatever I need to do on here. I mean, as you can see, we got a hole here, we got rust in a hole here, we got rust here, we got rust there, we got rust everywhere. So, I mean, yeah. It was a hard work. It took a long time. I mean, a lot of this stuff is going to have to be dismantled and prepped when I go to paint individually, because there's no way that's going to be clean enough to get good paint adhesion even after scuffing it all up, because I don't know what it is, but it's got all this like stuff that just wouldn't come off with the power washer that I'm going to have to go at it with by hand, you know, all over the place. So still a lot of work ahead of us, but you know, the subframe cleaned up really nicely, which will make it easier when I go to paint that or clean that up or do whatever. You know, the rack and pinion cleaned up. You know, everything cleaned up really nicely for the most part. Just trying to get the grease and everything out of here. I mean, I don't know what this is. Maybe this is just like stain or something from years of whatever, but you know, hey, it's an improvement, and now I can start doing some fabrication work on here. So, you know, now that that is done, now that that step, I've been waiting for it to warm up so I can push this car out of the garage and just clean the engine bay so I can start doing some fabrication on it and stuff, trying to repair all this rust. So now that that is done, we can get started, tear into this thing. I feel a lot better actually cutting stuff out and start prepping things for repair now that it's just not so filthy, because I just really honestly, I was like, man, if I start cutting stuff now and everything, and I can't you know, prepare the surface and stuff without like sitting there hand cleaning and washing, and I was like, it'll just be so much easier if I just do a big clean and try and degrease it with the power washer and everything like that. So thankfully today it got to 36, 37 degrees and I was able to do that. I'm wet, I'm cold, I'm closing out here. Not sure if this is going to be the end of the video yet. I'll have to review, but please like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for more content from the CKN Clutch Kicker Nation Garage, because we're coming at you 2018. We are working hard, grinding every day, trying to get this thing back on the track. So yeah, see you guys later. Peace.